Evolve Mentally back at you again. And the thing is, I actually checked the last videos. So the sound quality wasn't that great, so I tweaked a few settings. I'm hoping it's a little bit better. I'm even going to speak a little bit louder. It was more during the battles that the sound quality started to fade. But I'm just going to follow up where we left off. So we were waiting, I believe, for some upgrades here. And some other things. I had already started the next researches. Which ended up being 26 minutes. I don't have enough gold for that, so we are going to go get the gold that we need really quickly. I know there's a boss that I had killed up here, so we're going to go there quickly. I also did this off camera, which is something I wanted to show you. I got the build spot, 10% faster building, which is really important if you're a free-to-play character. I believe the spider was somewhere around here. I think up here, maybe. It'll give me the gold that I need for the next upgrade. And like I said, it's fine with the early game gold spots because it's not that big of a deal. We want to get to that as quickly as possible. So let's get that moving. We're going to need our spearmen and our silver archers. So we're not a spend account where we can skip around and not worry about it. I'll probably be on for when that finishes, so I'm not going to actually rush that either. Okay, so we don't have the honor. It seems like Callaway was actually captured in the meantime. So that's kind of cool. We got the gold that we needed. We left a little bit of gold there. It doesn't really matter. I got what I needed out of it. What was I going to show you? That was the real question. Yeah, I think it was really just sound quality. I wanted to show you that the sound quality can be increased. So this is good to actually research, right? So if I really wanted to get efficient right now, this is already almost done, so I'll wait. But if nobody takes these spots, especially being free to play, these two, I'm gonna jump on them. Realistically, maybe not yet, but this next upgrade is gonna take 39 minutes, so it might be a good idea to take that 10% bonus. The thing is I'm gonna leave these spots broken for the next like 12 hours. I think it is. Yeah, so I don't know if I want to do that. It is early game. A lot of these people aren't going to care as much as I probably care about those concepts, but it's still something I want to consider. I don't want to screw anyone over. And in our city, especially because this is a building spot and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of them here, actually. It seems like I actually got the only one. There's 2 building spots here. Yeah, so 2 building spots here, plus obviously the center. Or not. Where is the Citadel? Is there no Citadel anymore? Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. I thought that... Oh, no, there it is. It's weird glitches, dude, all day today. Something weird. The Citadel, which obviously comes with everything, so... Seems that there's only 2 ulterior building spots, so I don't want to lose that. I really do need it for a little bit. Research is still really important to me, but not until I get to here and here am I going to need a different spot. So for now, we're going to focus on building. I have like a tickle in my throat and I can't get it out. It's so frustrating. It's not fair, mate. But, yeah. So they took away from all the places I could hit easily, so I'm going to go to Riverdale. I'm not going to get too caught up in their conversations. It looks like a child. It's awesome. Former king and queen from server. I hate when people do that. There's this really terrible human being that I just dealt with not too long ago who did the same thing. Like, if you have to tell people that you're good, if you have to tell people that you've been king for all these servers and a great leader, if you have to make that known, you're probably not a good leader. And that's just a reality. Like, if you're really pushing the bill that hard, you're probably an asshole. Excuse my language, but yeah. I don't know, I just don't have a whole lot of respect for guys like that. You shouldn't have to tell everybody a million times that you're good at what you do, if you're good at what you do. And that's just kind of my opinion. Wow, these guys quickly lose the rush factor. So these are now tier 2 units, and they quickly became not rushable, which does kind of suck. I can rush one at a time, which I'm not going to do. I just wanted to get that even, and then make another 24 set. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. Yeah, I am going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't do what I just did. I'm gonna start making more of these guys, because I do want them in my lineup. I have 120 spearmen for now. That'll be fine for them. They're gonna be the main unit I use for a while, because you don't really get Viren or Viren until it's later, so it doesn't matter. You're gonna want to focus your spearmen until you get him, because otherwise your swordsmen really aren't that good. They're good for hitting walls, but that's about it. They're good for sponging damage. Yay, I got one free second. That's always a glorious moment. See, so before this started, it's a 25-minute upgrade. If I had swapped to that research place, the building spot, this would go 10% faster. 10% of 25 minutes is, I have no idea, 26 minutes. I mean, that's not too hard of math, actually. It's like 2 minutes, actually. So it would cut like 2 minutes off of it. So it's not necessarily worth it. We don't really need it right now. And that's kind of the point I was getting at. It's not needed. It's not a huge necessity. I know there's a mana pool over here that I'm going to go steal, because I need it. Again, it's too early for me to farm. So unfortunately, I do have to kind of do these things to get what I need. I do like saving those for events. I think that's huge. And like I said, I'm going to cover a lot of events. There actually may be the event thing here already. So the round 1, yeah, there already is. And the leaderboard looks like this. It looks like Yellow's leading at 30k. He's definitely spending to be level 8 already. Shinigami, that's funny, dude. So, and Deja Vu, oh my god, oh man, dude. It looks like there's some heavy hitters from some of the other servers. So this is gonna get very interesting very fast. I know a couple of these guys, and they've always been heavy hitters. It would be wise of me to actually spend here and be the athlete leader, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to my plan. Yeah, it looks like Yellow came to play. And like I said, Deja Vu is a heavy spender, so we already know he's going to come out the gate and really crush, but... and so Shinigami. Shinigami's really huge too, but he was on his own for a long time, so he may not have the following that he did before, and it looks like he doesn't have a following from the looks of the leaderboard, so that may hurt him a little bit. But he didn't care before. He joined before alone, and he made the best out of what he had, so... this is going to be cool. This will actually be a really fun server to do my free-to-play on, because I have people I can reference, which is always awesome. Looking forward to it. But yeah, so the whole goal here was to look at the leaderboards. I'm obviously not gonna be able to compete. They're 8s. I'm 4. They're already 12s and stuff in research. Like, yeah, there's no competition really for me. He always goes racking. That's so funny. It doesn't seem like we have any like Dwarf or Leech top players, which is funny, other than Deja Vu. And he will be a top player. This kid competed on our last server, or 3 servers ago. He was very prominent. This is good to know. So Dumb Wolf, like I said, is the Dead Kingdom, it seems. They always are. I should have known that. I should have joined them. But I'm an athlete, so we could potentially become the Bottom Kingdom too, so that's good. Either way, I'm swapping to the Bottom Kingdom. Or actually, based on that, if Neferak is filled with the spenders that I think it is, I might actually swap to Neferak, because I could basically join the house that has all the spenders and get a ridiculous amount of gifts. Now I'm just trying to figure out if the XP is worth more than the gifts. But as of right now, it doesn't actually matter. In my kingdom, the highest we have is 20k. I'm 4k. I'm nothing close to them. Again, I joined late. I don't know when the server dropped. It probably dropped this morning. An easy way to figure that out, actually, is to do the round 1 markings. So 15 hours ago, I've been on the server for about an hour now in time. The videos will accrue to that. It's about an hour, maybe 2 hours, we'll say. So 17, you have another 7. So I'm actually 7 hours late on this server. Which is huge for free-to-play. That does kind of suck. I didn't realize that. So we may... I don't know. I'm probably not going to... Yeah, I'm not going to quit out of this one and go to a new one. But that does suck. That actually is a wicked big difference. Because 7 hours for a free count is essentially everything. Literally. Like, I could go... to put that in perspective... Okay, you have the 2 hours I've already played to get to this point. I will get that upgraded within another hour or so. So we'll say, let's just take another 2 hours off. That would give them 5 more hours ahead of me. That would be my silver archers, and it would be my silver spearmen. So I would already have both of these silver. I would probably be another castle level ahead, so I'd be at 5 or 6 instead of 4. So there's a lot playing against me right now being free to play already. But now the fact that I'm not one of the first, and that's the biggest piece of advice for free to play accounts or low spending accounts, is you need to be one of the first people on the server because the spenders are going to come in and it's that lost time that they're paying to recover. So for every second that you're on a server that they weren't, they have to pay to recover, meaning they're going to have to buy rush. They have to. They don't have a choice. And these stores are set on time clocks too. So if they missed that first 7-hour clock, so that's what I did actually. I came 7 hours late, so I actually missed that first clock. So if I was a spender, right, by not showing up immediately, my clock starts later. So basically, if I showed up and I missed the whole shop, and I'm a spender and I'm trying to compete spending, that means I didn't get all of these in my first shop. I missed all of that. I missed essentially, I think it's 17 and a half hours of rush that I could have potentially bought out of the store. And that's a problem, you know? So, and I'll get into that with spending, of course, later on a different place. This is what I was trying to show you earlier. I put the pointer on. I fucked with a lot of settings, actually, because I wanted to show you things that it wasn't letting me show you. So this, where you're seeing me circling now, is your energy and mana. I looked at that earlier, and it was frustrating because you couldn't see what I was actually looking at. So, you know, you have your magic stat, you can read what it does. You have your might stat, you can read what it does. Stamina stat, command stat. And they all apply to different heroes in different ways. Clearly. So, some heroes benefit more than others. Certain races benefit based on certain things. I missed that 20-second jump, but that's okay. Hey, so we're Castle 5. Now, the first things I'm going to do are Tactics School, because Tactics School is really not that important. It's what I'm going to use to try to win some events, actually, as a free player, because Tactics School, if you don't complete it and you save all 4 of your tiers, it's like almost 1,000,000 resources of whatever type of resource. So it's really good to use to try to get a free win on an event. We got that 200 honor, and we're going to get 200 more for Tactics School, so I'm happy I built that next. And we'll get more for Alchemy, the Alchemy Labs. Then we're gonna, wow, that's crazy, right, dude? Clear your throat, you talk so much clearer. Then we're gonna do Barracks. Because after the Alchemy Lab, because we want to get these guys to tier 2. Tier 2 is going to allow me to get more power out of those troops when I place them on the field. More power overall towards this first event, the power event. And that's kind of my goal. They're also your highest powered troops too, and this is the perfect time to show you who puts out the most power. So they put 5 out per unit. We looked at our spearmen. I know it's different now. It's probably 5 now, but it was 4 if you remember from one of the other videos. They're 5. Actually, so they put out just as much power as swordsmen, but I know that's inaccurate. That's the thing. See, I really do think these stats are actually inaccurate, because I know for a fact if I put swordsmen on the field, it's going to give me more power than if I put archers on the field, and I'll prove that. I really will prove that. That's something that I think is worth proving, that their numbers are really inaccurate, actually. It's kind of sad. And I never noticed it until I did this. 21 per unit, so they give the most per singular unit, but as a whole troop, there's 6 of them. You do 6 times 21, it's like 120. Yeah, I'll have to reevaluate the math, obviously. And we're going to do our own math, too, because clearly these people don't know how to do math. Not to insult the game creators, but they really are bad at their math, and you saw it earlier when I made the experiment. So technically, I made 12, right? So 12 times 5 is really, really easy math. It should be 60 power that I get from the 12 of these, and I bet you it's not, because they don't do math very well in this game, so I'm willing to bet that the math is wrong. I still didn't buy my number. I should have done that, but I don't really need the Lunari right now. It doesn't matter. I can bind it at any moment, so at any moment I can get that Lunari. It does suck being a paid player usually, and then looking at all of this and being like, wow, I could really kick some serious butt. I mean, especially as human. Like, if you were human going into the server, you got Bane, you got Elena, Rose, and I would have had Jax. Plus, you get the troops, these troops right off the bat. Oh, I can show you this, because look at that. See, there's always a way to show you. Boom. Immune to morale collapse. They deal large damage to normal units. They have the stun. They have the area of effect damage. They are just very good, and it looks like they did actually get rid of the other thing that they had. They used to have this thing that they added that like increases their damage during morale, and they added it, and they must have just recently taken it out too because it was a recent add-on, and it made the humans broken. It made them a very cheeky, cheap race to play. I wish there was a gold unit in here, but there's not. It's always nice when there's a gold unit in here too, because you can buy it early game, and it gives you that quick little jump. Alright. So, we have no places to go look at. We're going to look at them together. Yeah. You know, you just gotta clear your throat. So we're gonna run down here. We're gonna do this dungeon. This actually has a few units. Again, these are the dwarf melee units. They get really good. They actually end up giving stuns at silver and up. They also deal bonus damage too. They have a chance for double damage, I think it is. So, like I said, dwarf really are your damage dealers. They hit hard and they hit fast. And as you can see with the snipers, even their bronze have a 2% chance to headshot the target, dealing 50 times their damage. So already you have a character that can essentially one-shot units very early on. He can one-shot a hero actually, because 50 times 840 is actually a lot. So they could potentially one-shot a hero. I don't see that happening, to tell you the truth, but they could. They could potentially one-shot a hero. Oh, 12k. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not sure. To tell you the truth now, actually, after looking at that. But that's the idea. But again, see this ammunition concept? That's what is their downside. So if you don't kill the enemy, it's like a Mike Tyson fight. If you don't finish them in the first couple rounds, you're going to run out of air and you're going to lose, right? So that's how they play. That's their style. So let's kick some butt. Now, what are we doing here? That's the other thing too. Instead of focusing on being ahead and catching up to these kids, I'm also focused more on teaching you guys, and that's why I'm saving the paid server for another time. Because I want to really give you guys the best idea on what you're getting into with this game. You know, I wish when I started playing that I had someone who understood the game better than me, or just had more experience. Maybe they don't even understand the game necessarily better, but had a little more experience and could have taught me some things. This is just a quick setup. I don't really care too much about losses at this point. And as you can see, these are all tier 3 troops, bronze quality. So if I had like silver, they could still kill my silvers. Gold, they could even still kill. But once you get to gold, you really shouldn't be losing troops in NPC-based concepts. Even dragon bosses, which you'll see later. There's no excuse to lose a gold unit. Even like some points when you're hitting walls, like if you're losing gold units, it's either the person had a really good wall or you're really bad. So we only lost 3 units. I'm actually really happy with that. But we got a lot of injuries, which kind of sucks early game. And for a free account, really sucks too. So we're gonna jack up our heals real quick. I didn't really pay attention to how much I lost, so I'm just gonna make one of them. And it doesn't really matter. It's early game. It's all going to balance out later on. But I want more of these guys anyways because I need them. Yeah, I'll make 4 of you. So we're getting there. It seems like a building has been upgraded. I'm going to make this my next upgrade. It is an 8-minute upgrade. Oh, wait, what? Oh, derp. Good thing is we got another quest. And that also gave us 30 minutes of rush and some XP. That's some good stuff. So this stinks. I messed up. Because shop purchases make 4. I should have waited to do my 4 purchases on the rush until this point. So that does stink a little bit, but I do know that even if I complete this, and this, I'll only get to like here, and then to get that one I have to have that, which I can't really do. So I'm not too butthurt. I am... this does kind of suck a little bit. So I'm going to buy this. I'm not recommending you do things like this. And I'm going to wait for the next shop to... Yeah. Because you got to remember you also have 21 hours left before this is over. So I have more than enough time. I'm not in a rush to get this stuff. it's not going to change the outcome of any of the future battles that I have in the next 5 minutes. So, ooh, wait, no, 10-second rush. Boom. At least we got 10 seconds off, right? That's something. It's so sad saying that, but it's definitely something. And now we're gonna get our barracks going after that building. You really do, as a free-to-play player, you just have to pay way more attention, and that's kind of just what it boils down to. Okay, so we don't get honor for building an alchemy core. That stinks. So I am gonna have a heck of a hard time getting him because I need 700 more, and then I'm gonna need another 400 more just to get him up. That's awful. That is definitely not what I wanted. I'm pretty sure this gives magic, yeah. So. And that's the great thing about playing this game so long too, is you know a lot of the items, you know a lot of the in-game items and features and stuff like that, so having experience is always a benefit. This is tactics school, so I can actually show you this now. I'm not gonna do any of these, but you can view, or not, you can pretend to view all of them. This guy's already got all 15 done. So that's the goal. When you're spending money, in my opinion, your goal is to be number one on this. Get 415 done first, because if you're spending money, you win the events without this. I don't. I usually keep it until 3, and then I'll take 4 from them. And most servers, I'm actually number one on this, because you stay number one forever. This is the one leaderboard that won't change. Whoever beats this first beats this first. All of these other leaderboards can change. That's the only one that you can maintain. So that's a big factor too. Damn, look at this though. It's crazy, right? Because like you see purple. This is why it's crazy. So they're the third kingdom. Not by much though, actually. This is actually going to be a heck of a good server. The more I look at this. But it's really well dispersed. It's really well set up. There's nobody too strong. But yeah, that's what I was getting at. So tactics, you can get a lot of free rewards. And I've actually taken the time, and I'll do it again for you guys in another video. I've actually added up all of this. And every tier after, every level after in tactics go up to 4 levels, and it's like 800k of these, and I don't know what it is of these, but I'll definitely do that too. I'll add those up too, because there's an event based on rare resources, so why not? They also give you a ton of potions. It is totally worth doing, and if you're free to play, you really should think about when you do it. Really give it a lot of thought before you just go in and start completing them. You may need them at some points, which is what sucks. But also, being free to play, being by myself is good, because nobody's going to rely on me. I'm not letting anybody down right now. I'm not in a team. Don't grab that. Don't do what I'm doing. There's some things I'm doing that I'm like, wait, no, I'm not supposed to do that. But, ooh, this is huge. And I actually have a buddy who has a code video. So I'm going to watch his code video, steal his codes, and make my own code video. Shout out to Ahmed. But, yeah, dude. Oh my god, I forgot about these. So these are essentially what you really need too, is codes. But this is frustrating because that's a good way to make friends too. I should just start adding people to a chat and make a code chat. So I'm going to teach you different ways to make friends fast too, just by giving them stupid information that really they could get their own way, but most people are just too lazy. So I'm going to copy what this person did. I'm going to paste it. This is a very quick way to get the codes if somebody posts them. They give a QQ code too, so most Chinese players actually have a chat that they use with WeChat, QQ, things like that. Where is the redeem thing? Oh. And then you just paste. Why, stress yourself out. So I got 15 Linari, that's awesome. 5,000 wood and 10k dragon elixir stuff. Food. Dragon food. There's 2 types. There's dragon crystals, and then there's dragon, that stuff, elixir. It's actually called something else. Oh, this is turning out to be a 25-minute video. I don't want that. So I'm totally going to end this after I redeem this code, and we are going to see you in the next one, guys. Boom, 30, 30, 30, 10. Alright, guys, catch you next one.